Okay, this is Giovanni, the boss of Team Rocket. Apparently wow. Apparently he wasn't balding yet in these years. Nah, whatever. It's not quite. He starts off with an Onix here. His Pokemon are mainly ground type. At least that's his main type that he uses. I believe that he has a normal type on this team, which we'll get to if he does. If not, then I'm thinking of a later fight. Ooh, he does Rage. Yeah, his Pokemon tend to have a lot of moves like that are just, you know... Now, Onix, like I've said, it has terrible stats all around except defense, though, so if you just hit it with, like, a special attack like that, especially one that it's quad weak to, like a grass or a water-type move, it'll go down just like that. Next up, he's going to have Rhyhorn. Let's just go ahead and be sure that Growlithe gets experience off of this. I always find it weird how wild Growlithe can be holding Rostberries, because you can't burn a fire type. You know, I never really got why they give it that. Again, Rhyhorn is going to be rock and ground type, so if you have a water type attack or a grass type attack, especially well actually in this game any of them would be special, if you can hit it with either of those types, it is done. It doesn't have any chance of surviving. This fight's actually, I find it to be one of the more anticlimactic fights in the game, just because of things like that, because his Pokemon just have laughably easy weaknesses to two of the starters that you can have, and by this point in the game, you'd be pretty dumb to not have either a grass type or a water type. Okay, this last Pokemon, Kangaskhan, is a normal type. Now, I actually find this to be one of the more annoying fights, is definitely his most annoying member, is what I'm trying to say. Because it's a normal type, which looks like a ground type. Let's just go ahead and open up by intimidating it, and let's see how long Arcanine here can stand up to it. Wow, that was a long fight. Of course I get hit by a critical. It's Raditz all over again. A normal type that I'm somewhat taking lightly, and then it just pops out a critical. See you go up against my normal type. Let's go ahead and growl on you. I'm usually whoa Mega Punch. That's not a fighting type move, it's normal, so jeez! At least I use growl. Yeah, cat growled at you and you're cowering. Aw, Meowth. Meow 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 meow. Whatever. Go out there cold! Peck with all you can! Come on. Let's do Aerial Ace, see what we get. Wow, cold. Just wow. Let's go ahead and just do Leer. Lowering stats will be good on this thing just because you probably won't have a fighting type for this, which is the only type that normal's weak to. Chances are you're not going to. Unless you got like a Machop while we were in Rock Tunnel, you're not going to really have anything that'll be all that good in here. Plus it's level 29, so yeah, you definitely need at least some way to counter this thing. Oh, wow. Apparently this works. Guess we got anything that can lower its defense, that's good. And there we go, Kangaskhan goes down. We defeated Boss Giovanni. What? That can't be! I see that you raise your Pokemon with utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. Whatever. We get the Silph Scope now, so we should now definitely return to Lavender Town, because now the Silph Scope will allow us to see those ghosts, alright?
Alright, now that we're done with that, I went ahead and I healed. I taught Spearow how to fly. Of course, for all that time, I probably could have taught it to fly a long time ago. Now, anywhere where you see a wing icon, you can fly there. That includes the entrance to Rock Tunnel and the entrance to Mount Moon. So, but for now, like I said, we're just gonna head over to Lavender Town. Woo! Okay, now that we have the Silph Scope, we can go ahead and head in.
Alright, here we are at Pokemon Tower. Pokemon Tower is a dungeon mainly populated with ghost Pokemon, like this one, Ghastly. Now, Ghastly is, first evolution in the Gengar family, which is the only ghost-type family in this entire game. This type is exclusive to them. Ghost types are good against psychic Pokemon, and they are weak to other ghost Pokemon as well as dark, and then, of course, because they're poison, these are all going to be weak to psychic as well. Now, when fully evolved, Gengar is one of the best Pokemon you can get for sweeping, and it learns some pretty good attacks, too. So, I definitely would recommend getting this if you want a ghost-type Pokemon. And then also in here, you can catch Ghastly's Evolve Form Haunter, albeit a little bit rare, but you can. So, pretty much the same thing about Ghastly. I'd recommend it if you actually want it and everything. It's a pretty good Pokemon, and it's got a unique type and everything, though, so it's kind of cool. Then last up we have Cubone, which is kind of hard to raise at first. It's also pretty rare. It's gonna have a really good defense, though, but that's about it. It learns some great moves, though, especially after it evolves. But I guess if you could pick this one up and you still want a
ground-type Pokemon, you don't have one already and you want one, I guess I could sort of recommend this one. The only thing is it's not going to stand up to anything special by any means, and it's a little bit slow. But that's about it. And by the way, this part of the commentary was recorded on the toilet. Technology is amazing! Alright, now with that, let's just go ahead and head on through here. Just go ahead and... Sorry about that, I actually forgot my repels there for a second. What do you got to say? Even we could not identify the will of ghost. Okay, a Silph Scope. We got one of those. Like we said before, you know, I told you you couldn't see the ghost in here anyway beforehand. You need to get the Silph Scope before coming in here. Let's go ahead and see what this is. An escape rope. That is definitely helpful. We can instantly escape from here should need be. Now, unlike the original game, you might notice, unless you're blind, which I don't know how you'd be watching this then, there is fog everywhere. Yes, shocking, isn't it? And there's also very senile old ladies in here. There was like, yeah, and look at her eyes! Yes, they have mainly ghost Pokemon in here. That's pretty much all you're going to see here. Just ghost Pokemon out the wazoo. And you're probably going to be very annoyed with seeing, you know, the same moves like that one, like Curse over and over again. Because they have their own, they basically cut their HP in half in order to inflict a curse on you. Now, curses are a new condition that were introduced in Gold and Silver, so if you just play the original game, you're not going to know what they are. Basically, they do damage to each turn. It's like poison, but it can be healed by switching out. Carly. You have a popular web show. I can't put a reference to that. Whatever. Just keep going through here. I'm going up the tower. See if I can avoid this. Item! Elixir! Very nice. Always gotta love getting PP restoration items. You know, I have to admit, in this game there's a lot more... In this game there's a lot more PP restoration items than in most games. Like, I find them overly common. There's an Awakening. Which, by the way, Awakenings are going to be totally useless here not too much longer, believe it or not, because you're going to get an item that allows you to heal sleep anytime, anywhere. I'm not going to spoil what it is, though, but just letting you know, if you were into buying Awakenings and stuff like that, don't bother for much longer, okay? Which, I don't know why you'd be into buying that, though, but, you know, just saying. And like I said, you're going to be sick of seeing the same Pokemon over and over again after a while. Oh! Wow! Jeez, I wish I could get experience this easily through the whole game. Who, what? They say the weirdest things, they got the weirdest names, and they just make weird noises. These are like a great ball. Alright, we'll take that. Fine. Ghost! No! Qua! Ah, jeez. I think I'm driven to say Paula. You do not deserve that name. Paula is much too awesome for you. Yeah, this isn't repetitive at all. We're just running into Ghastlies, using Fight on them. Oh, well, occasionally they use Curse on us, though, but that's the only difference. Yeah. By the way, if you didn't fight the rival battle the first time you were here, you're going to have to fight it now because it is a required rival battle, so if you were lazy or you just couldn't win before, you should be able to easily win now that you've gotten enough experience off of Erica as well as the Rocket Base. So, yeah. Oh, I could have just gone through there and not had to have fought those trainers. Of course, I are smart. Now, that channeler that you see right there, she will not fight you. She has this thing called the Purified and Protected Zone, which fully heals you. I have purified this space. And we got a Cleanse Tag. Cleanse Tag makes it so you run into wild Pokemon less if it's equipped to the front Pokemon in your party, which is something I haven't really gotten into is equipable items. The fact that you can give items to your Pokemon and it'll have effects in battle. I just haven't really found too many items that I could really use for that feature yet. It was something introduced in Gold and Silver, as many you know, yada yada yada. Can we please fight something other than a Ghastly? Come on, how many oh god, Nightshade. Nightshade is a fixed damage move. It does damage equal to the user's level, so early in the game, like, well, not early in the game though, but when you're, you know, in this part of the, well, really any part of the game, it actually does do quite a bit of damage. But you know, at least we're starting to get some challenge here. We actually took damage. That was very unlucky. And we get a Nugget there. As you should already know, Nugget sells for 5,000 Pokédollars. It's one of those, like, bajillion items that you just sell for money. I don't get why they have so many items that do that, but whatever. And this music is getting really annoying. And you know what else is really annoying? Besides me, of course. My repel's running out. Jeez, I swear to God. Well, I guess it's my fault for using regular repel still, though, but whatever. I don't know if this is supposed to be creepy or what, or if it's just supposed to be weird.
Gee, I wonder what Pokemon she had, and I wonder what
attack we used to beat it. Ah, whatever. And... what is this? Meowth is evolving! No, why? Ah, whatever. Yes, Meowth is evolving! At long last! Meowth's time to evolve has come! It is now not so bad anymore. We now have... Persian! But it's still gonna be named Meow Mix. So, basically my Meow Mix evolved in Persian, so my cat food evolved into a cat, whatever. Anyway, though, I think that's enough for this part, alright? We made it pretty far. We're up in a Pokemon Tower now, alright? So, next time Pokemon Fire Red, we are going to finish up Pokemon Tower now that Meowth has evolved. See you guys then.